Ready to start video
Yeah, go ahead and start your video.
and unmute?
No, not yet. Can you turn the volume up?
There you go.
Hi, everyone. We're getting things lined up and ready to go. As usual, there's always a few complications. Looks like we have 3 people with us. Hello, 3 people. Well, looky there, one of my crosses is crooked. I don't know if I can fix it. Maybe that's better. Well, the grandkids always sit over here, so they probably messed with them. Hope you're all having a good Saturday. Gordon's going to be cooking some chicken enchiladas today. Doesn't that sound fun? I've never made homemade chicken enchiladas before. Anybody want to chat? Visit today? Hey, Thingmon. Good to see you. Hey, Tracy. Tracy and Thingmon said hi to you.
Who?
Tracy and Thingmon.
Said hi. Hi.
It does sound delicious. I can't wait to try it. It's going to have a sour cream sauce. Chicken enchiladas. This is Deb on the Move's recipe. Trying to figure out where I get all these cuts at, you know. I think I'm getting old. My skin's getting thin. It has been a while, Thingmon. We've both been busy this summer. Me with cataract surgery and other things, and now I have to have dental surgery on Tuesday. So that should be interesting. Cat, get down. You can't have my drink. The cat's up here and wants my drink. Yeah, I'm going to be having dental surgery on Tuesday. I have to have 2 teeth removed and implants put in. But it's not one thing, it's another. But I am losing weight. I've lost about 20 pounds. Got a long way to go. Is there an echo? Pat, you want to get on camera? Thanks. Thanks. No, you know, when you try to call them, they just ignore you. Yeah, Tracy, it's been crazy. Oh, thank you, Tracy. You're working on it too. It's not easy, especially the older you get, the harder it gets. I had to give up my real Dr. Pepper. That's crushing. But I honestly didn't give up my real Dr. Pepper until I lost 20 pounds. And so now I gave up my real Dr. Pepper. So hopefully even more will start coming off. Hi, Cinnamon and Paper. Oh, you had a hysterectomy and finished PT for your knees. Well, I bet you feel better. I know I did after my hysterectomy. If it's been long enough post-surgery, I bet you're feeling better. You ready to start cooking?
Whenever you are.
Okay. Let's get this guy cooking. Double click on your picture over there and it'll make it big. On your picture, double click it and it'll make it big.
This one.
Yeah. Whoops. There you go. You'll have to unmute and I'm going to have to mute.
Oops, wait a minute. It's one.
Turn your volume up too.
How's that? Test, test, test. Is it working? It really matters if they can hear me. You can hear me if I yell. Yep. Hello, everybody. Been a while since we've been here. I've been cooking. You can tell I've been cooking. I just haven't been cooking in public. So today we're going to make chicken enchiladas with Mexican rice, refried beans. I'm making the Mexican rice from scratch. Refried beans I'm not. They're going to be canned. So Nana Patty put out the recipe. I've already got my oven preheated to 350. If you're cooking along with me, you need to preheat your oven. First step we've got, I was going to show you my ingredients, sorry. These are the refried beans I'm using. With the sliced black olives, wild green chilies, got my onions. Already did the prep work on this stuff. Got my diced up chicken. I started to make it like a shredded chicken, but I decided to make it more like a fajita style. And my garlic and my milk. Got my tortillas. I have a little touch OCD going for me today, so I cut the sides off so they actually fit the bacon dish. So anyway, our next step, first thing here is it says, in a saucepan, melt butter and saute the onions, garlic until tender. So I'm gonna spin this thing around because my stove's in a different part of the kitchen. So hang on a second. Good. And now we're just gonna sit there and saute them until they get tender. Everybody's having a good Sunday. Weather's finally broken here. It's less than a gazillion degrees. About 75, 80 outside right now. It's my favorite temperature range. I like spring and I like fall. I'm not a big fan of dead winter. In summer, I like being warm, but at a certain point around this place, it's the point where you can't take any more clothes off. So I kind of like spring and fall better. After this gets sauteed, we're going to take going to take the cream of chicken soup, put it in with it, along with half the chilies, half the olives. We got this recipe from Deb, so I haven't cooked this before, but we're gonna give it a whirl. I'm sure it'll be great. You can't hardly go wrong with Mexican food. And of course, I have to use my favorite spoon. Talk to. Oh, okay.
When you're talking, I can't talk.
Oh, I have a new T-shirt I want to show everybody I could wear and piss everybody off. Identify as an American.
Oh, my goodness.
It helps me find the sensitive people when I go to Walmart.
Mr. G-Man likes to do that. I'll move over here so you guys can hear me. I guess did you all see the diamond painting I finished for Lisa D?
It's in a box.
I've got a picture of it.
Okay.
If you didn't see it, I'll show it to you.
I was afraid she's gonna make me take it out of the box. It's already sealed in so I can mail it.
No.
I'm gonna have to throw down some blows on her.
Yeah. I'm so scared of you. Where's your spoon holder?
Worst spoon holder ever.
Well, I'll get a new one.
Okay. This looks to be sauteed. We're gonna put
Thing one says they've had a scorcher of a summer also.
half of these chilies. So be careful with the chilies, because man, Patty ain't a big fan of chilies.
Well, my mouth isn't. I get sores in my mouth and that stuff hurts. Oh, thank you. Help me, Rhonda. It's a big diamond painting. It took me from March to September to finish it. I've had a request for more coasters from family. So I ordered more coasters to do for them.
So we've given some of the coasters away, so we have less than 10 sets of coasters in the living room now.
Yeah, okay. I knew we'd give some away. The kids came over and they're like, oh, can I have some of these? Can I have some of those? Sure. Go ahead. Hi, Aurora. Watch doggies. Watch out, doggies. Don't get under daddy. I'm standing up so I can talk to you guys, but I may not be able to be here very long. May have to go back over and sit down.
All I'm doing now is I'm heating up the soup, the olives and chilies, in with my onions and my garlic that I've already sauteed. My next step will be putting in the chicken. And then once we get it all mixed together, we'll start rolling up enchiladas. It's a really easy recipe. I'm all about really easy recipes. I can cook complicated, but I don't much like this.
Yeah, Aurora sent Lisa D this diamond painting, but Lisa D can't diamond paint because she's got a lot of pain in her hand. So she sent it to me so I could do it for her. And now I'm going to send it back to her. I'll show you the picture. Hopefully you can see it. That sucker is big. Now I'm just working on a fun Halloween one.
For those who were paying attention to what I was doing, I almost forgot to put sour cream in.
Uh-oh, that would have been bad. Is this the top of the enchiladas?
I'm sorry.
Is that the top of the
This
enchiladas?
is going to be the filling.
Okay,
I'm going to take the chicken in a minute and put it in with it.
okay.
Before I do that, I have to save a half a cup of the sauce, just as it is,
For the top.
to put it on top.
Thanks, Mandy. Thank the sentiments. Aurora, thank you. It was a square diamond painting, but Aurora bought an excellent quality diamond painting, and it wasn't hard to do with the squares. I usually do the rounds, but I really, really like the square the way it came out.
But it did take you 4 months to do it.
Yeah, it did, but any of them, whether square or round,
Oh,
would have taken me 4 months to do. But I really like the way the square looks. So you're saving your half cup now?
Yep.
Thanks, thing one. Adding the chicken. You meant to turn the fire off?
Yeah.
Okay.
because I have to roll these enchiladas. I don't want to stick my
No.
finger in if it's 1,000,001 degrees.
Thank you, Tracy. I love the way it turned out. Do you wear these things, honey?
Can I?
Do you?
Sometimes. They're really nice. If you're getting hot, put them on.
No, no, I was just, Gordon's got these headphones with fans in them.
They're not really headphones, they're just fans.
They go around your neck. It gives you a cool off if you're outside doing yard work or something like that. What you gonna roll?
I'm gonna move the camera back over here. We're gonna be rolling our own. Okay, my bacon dish, I already sprayed it with Pam. I guess I could have greased it up with butter, but or shortening, but I didn't.
Aurora, if you bought the same brand of diamond painting that you bought for Lisa, you're really gonna like it.
Okay, like I said, I took my tortillas. I went with flour. The recipe says you can use flour or corn, but I've never really had enchiladas with corn tortillas. So one of y'all would have to tell me if they're any good at all. Because
Seems like they'd be more like a tamale with corn.
yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You put them seam side down. Bacon dish.
How many are you gonna make?
8.
Leftovers. Hi, Betsy. What are you doing up?
Put 8 in here. I'm gonna make 8.
Aurora, they have the best quality diamond paintings that there are. Trying to think of the name of the company.
Thoughts? Oh, okay.
It does look like it's gonna be delicious. Hi, Grace.
I need a bigger dish. It's only half of it.
Cinnamons and Paper said that they have the same pot set that we have. Your pot? Pots and pans?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That's the ones we got from your sister.
Yeah.
All right, for those of y'all who missed out, I went with too small of a pan, so we're gonna be switching to a big one because. So I actually cut my my enchiladas too short. Oh well, that's what I get for bragging on myself.
That's okay, it'll work.
I have faith that it will. Thank God for dishwashers.
Yeah.
Go through a lot of dishes when I cook.
Yep.
When I make stuff like this, I always got to remember which end was the end I finished with because I sometimes get a little skippy with them on the first end because I'm afraid I won't have enough filling. why I always want to start on the end I finished with.
How many do you have made so far?
6. 6. I've got this one and another one.
They could.
35 minutes.
Now you put that on?
What's that?
Now you put that on?
Yeah, and then I sprinkle cheese on top of it.
Let's see.
The recipe calls for shredded cheese or shredded cheddar, but I almost always use this Fiesta blend. I just like the way it tastes rather than straight up cheddar cheese. I'm like cheese, kind of like I am by garlic and onion. You can't get too much. Okay, gonna put it in the oven for 35 minutes.
What are you making to go with it?
I'm making Mexican rice and refried beans. Refried beans I'm using canned. Mexican rice I made from scratch. So,
You go to the store.
well, I do, but then I found a recipe on Pinterest.
Okay.
I still got to go to the store because I need some tomato sauce
Oh,
and maker sponges.
no, remover.
Oh, that's right. So if you want to move, you can.
You want it from the volume down and mute.
You mean, do I just dump hit it here to go out of it, or? Oh, there we go. I'm muted.
Yeah. You got the volume turned down now? Okay. I'm back. And Gordon's gone. So it does look delicious, Aurora. It really does. Has everyone been busy this summer doing fun activities? Anything fun at all? Any trips, vacations? Anything like that? We didn't go anywhere. We were going to go to Florida, but we ended up canceling. We may try to take a little small trip locally here in November. Wow, he turned the light off. It got dark in there. Yeah, we can talk about him now. Your husband likes to cook sentiments. Anybody have grandkids or kids in activities this fall? Doing football or baseball or softball? I have one grandson that's doing lacrosse, one grandson that's doing football, two granddaughters doing softball. I think that's it. But that's enough. Uh-oh, we went camping and almost got a divorce. Sentiments and paper. Well, that could possibly lead to a divorce. I can see how. Especially if you didn't have an air conditioner. Thank you, Aurora. I'm working on it, working hard on it. I figure this will either help my liver or help me to be able to get a transplant if I need one. I know I'll be busy watching games as long as the weather's nice. That'll be fun. Your husband doesn't drive sentiments? Or he drives, but he doesn't know how to drive good. That's usually what our arguments are about in the car. Like, slow down, you're gonna hit that car in front of us. Or I'm over there using my foot for the brake, trying to get the car stopped with no brake pedal. It's really pretty funny. Okay, that's what he can't drive. I get you. I think maybe the great grandbaby is going to come over tonight. I don't know for sure, but she's 2 months old now, and I haven't seen her in several weeks. Right? Help me, Rhonda. You just push that brake and that gas pedal over on your side. Thank you, Grace. I have what they call non-alcoholic cirrhosis. It's caused from fatty liver disease and probably my autoimmune diseases. But the last MRI that I had showed that it had turned from moderate to severe. Yeah, you do, sentiments. So I have to have either an MRI or a ultrasound done every 6 months to make sure that I don't develop liver cancer because I'm at high risk for that. But it's in the Lord's hands. Whatever's going to happen, He has a plan. Thanks, Aurora. Yes, I'm ready to get some baby snuggles. She's so sweet. She's a good baby too. Or she was the last time she was here. I hope she's still such a good baby. And then we have another grandbaby, a great grandbaby that's in California that we haven't met yet. And we just get to see pictures of her. But she's pretty too. And she looks like a sweet baby. Thank you, Grace. Thanks, help me, Rhonda. Tracy, are you talking about stages of the cirrhosis or the fatty liver? Thank you, Thing One. Hey, kitty, kitty. Oh, sentiments. I hope it works. I pray it works for her. And you get a grandbaby. The cirrhosis. I would imagine that mine is a worst stage you can get. But the transplant doctor hasn't told me other than that it's severe. Yeah, Aurora, unfortunately, they tend not to get a transplant until you're really sick. Unfortunately, they go by what they call a MELD score, and you have to be high enough on the MELD score to be able to be listed to get a transplant, and then you have to be sick enough to get one. Well, Thing One, I hope you get a grandbaby too. Aurora, I haven't had to have that done. I hope that I don't, but when my sister had the cirrhosis and liver failure, which she died from, um, she had to have drained from her lungs. The fluid went up into her lungs, not her belly. So she would have a really hard time breathing, and they would have to go in and drain the fluid from her lungs. But I know most people get a big belly and they have to drain the belly. I recently found out that I have osteoporosis also. And so I'm going to be getting, the next time I get my lupus IV infusion, they're going to do a IV infusion for the osteoporosis called Reclast, RECLAST. And I've had that before because I had osteopenia, but now I've got full blown osteoporosis. So yay, the Reclast should help. Tracy, you worked with liver transplants for 13 years? Yes, you will, sentiments. When I was doing case management at the hospital, I worked with the liver transplant or the liver patients, not the ones that were getting a transplant. I did work with them too. But once they got a transplant, then they were turned over to the transplant team and they handled all their case management needs. But until they got a transplant, they were my patient in the hospital. And so I saw very sick patients. And I remember this one patient that would not stop alcohol. And he kept coming in really, really sick. And I told him a few times, if you don't stop drinking, it's going to kill you. And he didn't stop. And one of the last time I sent him out from the hospital, I said, I don't think you've got many more times to go, bud. And sure enough, the next time he was admitted, he passed away. Hi, Debbie V. So I saw a lot of sad situations. Working with the liver patients. And now I can't believe I'm in this situation. Kind of surreal. Mostly the Hep C treatment, liver patients. Oh, you haven't seen that part of it? When I first got out of nursing school, I worked with cancer patients and did chemotherapy. That was a lot to deal with. I loved my patients. I always loved taking care of my patients, and no matter what I did. I've got a lot of stories. So what are you guys going to do the rest of the day today? I'm probably going to diamond paint and watch movies. Kid, Is there anybody in here that needs prayer at the end of this? If you do, let me know. I'll add you to the prayer list. Or are you going back to sleep? Staying in on sentiments and paper. It's raining there. Oh, Tracy, you're doing oncology now? Are you a nurse, Tracy? One thing I could never do is work with children. I guess I'm too soft-hearted, especially dealing with cancer and kids. I couldn't deal with that. It just would break my heart. I took a job once working in an outpatient chemotherapy office, and I didn't realize that they took care of kids there too. So I worked one day, and once I realized it, Bitsy, go outside. Bitsy, Bitsy, go outside. Bitsy, go outside. Go outside. Anyway, once I realized it, I didn't stay with the job. I went back to my old job. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't take care of kids with cancer. You have multiple sclerosis, Aurora? Oh my gosh. Let me make sure you're on that prayer list. Lisa H is doing good. I talk to her every day. She's doing really good. Oh, you take care of the specialty drugs. Okay, Tracy. Do you ever take care of the immunosuppressant therapy, the biologics as well, or just the chemo? Let me add Aurora to the prayer list if she's not already on there. You're on there, Aurora. Help me, Rhonda. I've still got your sister Suzanne on there. If that's okay. Get back to the chat. Okay, Tracy, I do. I take Benlysta, Benlysta, for my lupus once a month. Are you familiar with that medicine? Okay, help me, Rhonda. We'll keep her on the prayer list. And I will tell Lisa H you said hello. You are so welcome, Aurora. You're always in my thoughts and prayers. You and Clarissa. Okay, so you do a lot of different stuff. MS, biologics, oncology, synergist. I know when I go in to get my infusion, they always have to weigh me because it goes by your weight. And then they mix the drug up and they put it on a rocker. It rocks it back and forth for about 15 or 20 minutes before I can get it. Oh, you take Remicade every 28 days, Aurora? It seems like they're always running late. Thing one, please add my sister Lynn, who recently lost her, oh my gosh, her only son, 28 years old. Oh my gosh, I can imagine she's having a horrible time. Yes, thing one. Let me add her right now. It's horrible to lose a child. It doesn't matter how old they are. I know I can relate because we lost our son Melvin. He was 42. Honey, was Melvin 42 or 44?
Sorry,
Was Melvin 42 or 44?
I want to say 44. You were born in 78.
44? Okay. I always get that mixed up because that same year my nephew died and he was one of the other. I know one of them was 44, the other one was 42. Oh goodness, Tracy, your dad? Okay, I'll add him to the list right now. I was hoping that Lisa D was going to come on. She said if she had time, she would be here because she had some good news to share about her dad, but I don't want to share it without her consent. But I will say her dad got some good news related to his cancer diagnosis. Hopefully that'll make you feel better, Tracy. Seems like everybody in here has something going on. And that's what we're here for. We're a community that we try to hold each other up, love each other, give each other support, the good times, the bad times. I'll tell her, help me, Rhonda. She's been very busy. Lisa D has been. She's been doing a lot of things for both parents. Both of them have been not doing so great. So she's been doing a lot of work. Bless her heart. Deb on the Move has company this weekend. So she wasn't going to be able to be here today. Lisa H is probably asleep. Cat. No. Cat.
Yeah.
Claw on the arm of the cat was trying to scratch. Cat, get down. Sphinx, get down. Sphinx. Sphinx is trying to sharpen his nails on my couch. Hopefully he's going to be moving out in October. That's when my grandson's supposed to have an apartment. So not that I don't love cats, but I don't really like having a litter box, and I don't like them scratching their claws on my furniture. And so it's just better if we don't have a cat. We have 5 dogs. That's enough to take care of. Geez, did we lose a lot of people? I will thing one. How's it going over there, Cook? You have those kinds of cats too, Sentiment? We haven't had our couch that long, and I just don't want them tearing it up or hurt him tearing the couch up. Camera's back on you, babe. You hear me? Camera's back on you. Has anybody ever had any dental implants done? I'm just curious. Wondering how bad it's going to be. If it's going to be painful or. Okay. Oh, those look good. Looks very good. And I'm not ready to eat yet. Sentiments, no, just crowns so far. I hope so. I kind of have a phobia of the dentist because when I was about 16, I had to have a jaw tooth pulled, and they couldn't get it deadened enough to pull it. So they had to, I had ended up having to go to an oral surgeon and be put to sleep to have it taken out. And that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to be pulling 2 jaw teeth. And so I'm really dreading it. I'm hoping she can get it done without having to go to an oral surgeon. I have this autoimmune disease called Sjogren's. It's Sjogren's, and it dries everything out. Your eyes, your mouth, anywhere there's a mucous membrane, it's dry. And that's why you always see me with a drink in my hand. And so that's not good for your teeth to have such a dry mouth all the time. It causes cavities and other issues. So it's not good. But thank goodness for implants. He said it looks great, Gordon. Said thank you. What?
You know, almost cussing. I almost heard that they freak
Oh boy. He said you guys almost heard some cussing because he was going to grab that hot pan without a pot holder. Mm-hmm. There would have been. Well, I want to say thank you to everyone for coming and spending some time with me on this Sunday afternoon. And those of you watching the replay, thank you for watching. I appreciate every one of you. The whole reason I started this channel was so that I could stay in touch with my friends. And yeah, so, you know, you guys are why I do this. You're attached to your water bottle sentiments. I understand. And yes, thing one, the dental work is so expensive. After my insurance pays, I'm still gonna have to pay $7,000 for the dental work. Well, that looks good. Looks like a Mexican plate. I want to take a picture of that too. Or you can take this over there and take a picture with it, of it. Thank you. I think we're getting ready to, oh, I know it's thing one. I've missed everyone. Okay. I would do this more often, but you know, I don't want to just come on and chat about nothing. But so I try to do it around an activity like some kind of craft work or cooking or something. I could come on, I guess, more often, and we could just do coloring books, or you know, everybody can do their own kind of crafting, or you know, we could do whatever. Sentiment says that they're on their way over, Gordon. Sentiments and paper said they're on their way over to eat with us. Sentiments. Oh. Mm-hmm. He said, okay. It's great to see all of you. And I'm going to go ahead and say a prayer and close the live after that. But let me go ahead and say the prayer right now. Dear Heavenly Father, you know the needs of all of the people on the prayer list, and you know the needs of everyone that was in the chat today. Whether they spoke about it or not, I'm sure that they have something that they need prayer for, that they need your blessing and answers for. God, you know our hearts better than anyone. You know our needs before we even speak them. You are the great healer and the great leader for us. You're our Father in heaven and on earth. Jesus, please just take care of these people that I'm going to list. You know what their needs are. I may say what they are too, but you know what they are. Pray for Davita and her family, her children, her grandchildren, Clarissa, Aurora, Lisa D. and her parents and brother. Help me, Rhonda's sister, Suzanne, Thing One's sister, Lynn, for the loss of her son, Tracy's dad for a cancer diagnosis, me for my dental procedure coming up. And we just ask these things in your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. I could do that thing one. Yeah. I could come on once in a while just to say, hi, how you doing? I can always show you what diamond painting I'm working on. But I'm going to say goodbye now until we see each other again. Love to you all. Hugs. Take care. Have a great week. Whatever you're doing, try to look for the good. Bye, everyone.